Hello everyone, my name is Christiana with Akashic Awakening, and today I'm beginning a new series that I'm calling Conversations with Thoth. In this series, I will be channeling Thoth and their energies to bring through whatever messages and guidance we are ready to receive at this time. It is likely that at the end of each of these messages, we will have some sort of guided meditation to integrate this information. So if you want to treat the first part of this video like any other video or podcast, you can keep doing whatever you're doing as you are listening to it, or you can get into a meditative state ahead of time if you would rather be in that state of mind or frequency to receive these messages. Alrighty, so I am going to drop in to begin channeling. I will fast forward the video and meet you there. It is time for you to reintegrate your integral divine nature. These codes and frequencies are being made available to you now. They are flooding into your highest self. You may ask your highest self to relay these codes and these frequencies to you as they are in your highest and best good. It is time to awaken from the dream of the physical matrix. It is time to remember that you have projected your consciousness down into this body, down into this realm, and that there are many, many realms and planes of existence above you, and your soul comes from all the way at the top, all the way back at God's source consciousness and God's source origin. And there is a layer of you and a version of you in each of these planes, in each of these dimensions, in each of these realities. You are just one projection of your consciousness into this realm and layer of reality that I am reaching you at with this message. And as you allow these codes and these frequencies to be channeled into you, begin to bring into your mind's eye and your awareness the layers of your energy up from the top of your head, up and up and up through all the layers of the universe, reaching all the way to the top and finding yourself back in the presence of God's source energy. This is why they say that heaven is upwards, because this is where you can project your mind and consciousness to see all the layers of your soul and how they are projected into this reality. You are currently inhabiting a body in one of the densest realities in all of creation. So dense that you have forgotten who you are and all the other layers of reality that you are currently occupying. We know that it is difficult, that when all you can see are the four walls that surround you, the ground beneath you and the sky above you, all of your problems and situations may feel like they are all encompassing and comprise your entire life. But this life that you are experiencing is the tip of your pinky finger in regards to your soul's total consciousness and your soul's total experience. All of your many lifetimes are being simultaneously experienced. Your consciousness is that of light through shattered glass, reflected and refracted in many different angles, all through the different dimensions and realities, all through all of your many lifetimes. And yet the original light that is your soul is not shattered, is not split. the beam of light that shines into the broken glass remains whole at its origin. And so the same, your highest self, your soul, remains whole at its origin, within the highest realm, within the highest frequency. And it is capable of experiencing all of these lifetimes, all at once. And you, the pinky finger on the body that is your highest self, has access all the way back up to the very top. The same way the nervous system connects the mind at the top, all the way down into the pinky finger, your soul is connected through beams of light all the way up to your highest self. And this energy can be accessed and called upon and strengthened without depleting its original source and without taking energy away from the other incarnations and occupations that your soul is participating in. So allow your consciousness to flow up through your soul's nervous system, up through all the layers of reality, and meet your highest self, your soul, your spark of God's source consciousness. And ask them, why is it that a being who has all, who knows all, who is connected to all, why would you reflect and refract yourself through the universe in this way? If you are there, why would you choose to ever be here? And what your highest self needs you to understand is, although you are incarnated as the pinky finger in this metaphor, and all you can know yourself as is this pinky finger, you may have forgotten or become unable to see that you are all of you, all of your highest self, all of your incarnations. Although you may have forgotten or currently be unable to see this, there are many aspects of you who have not forgotten. And it may be hard for you to imagine that you are not all that is currently within who you are as your highest self. It could be hard to imagine that other people on the earth at this time are other incarnations of your highest self. It could be hard for you to imagine that there are pieces of you that are never unconscious, that are never unaware, that are never disconnected. And your crown chakra can be adjusted to allow a greater amount of these frequencies of awareness to enter your consciousness. The crown chakra is also often referred to as the 1,000-petaled lotus. And these petals are constantly unfolding as you continue to awaken and allow higher frequencies and greater levels of awareness to enter and merge with your consciousness. And so in the same fashion, you can continue to unfold these petals to to expand your crown chakra and to allow greater and greater amounts of this awareness to flow back into you. You can practice by holding it in small amounts and small bursts. You can walk through life, through nature, through a flower field, through anywhere, and hold within your mind's eye the awareness that you are your highest self, projecting your consciousness into this realm of reality. That the rules and constructs of this world do not limit you, and they do not define you. And you are one with all that is, every flower, every tree, every pebble, and every blade of grass. Every can of soup at the grocery store. You can practice this idea anywhere. And hold this consciousness with you as you walk, as you see, and feel this consciousness vibrating within your third eye and your crown chakra. See how you begin to feel lighter, how the world begins to feel easier, funner, simpler. Allow your mind to begin to stretch to these places of imagination and wonder once again. Allow your mind to become so playful that you could almost imagine your hand passing through physical items. That you can imagine your cells and the atoms in your body jumping in and out of reality, as electrons are shown to do in quantum physics. Imagine the atoms in your body being flexible and adaptable, not so rigid and solid as the rules of this world may lead us to believe. Allow your mind to expand beyond its limitations and become playful and curious in its nature again. And so as you practice holding these frequencies, you can expand the amount of time that you are accustomed to holding them. It is common to hold these frequencies for some time and then forget them, leave them behind, drift back into the physical, into the mundane. And so, like anything else, you practice this expanded perspective. And it is like every time you stretch a tight part of your body, each time you will become that much more flexible, that much more accustomed to being in that position. Every time you practice stretching the bounds of your reality and your perception, your awareness becomes more flexible. It becomes easier to stretch out to that same perspective again, and to stretch even further beyond it with each practice. It becomes easier to hold that expanse for longer. And as you hold this perspective, this stretch, the benefits work their way into your consciousness in long-lasting ways. New perspectives become integral. New mindsets are given the space to flow in. And the 3D reality and programming that you have accepted can be rewritten in higher dimensional formats. if you ever find yourself becoming limited or feeling or experiencing limitation, expand. Examine how tight or tense or how connected or committed to the 3D perspective you may be, and allow yourself to expand beyond it, to allow a new perspective to come in. And so we do this now. If you are not already in a meditative state, you can stand still for a moment, sit down, close your eyes, and bring to mind an experience in your life that has you feeling limited. Feel how that feels in your body and in your mind. Oftentimes, those limiting beliefs feel all-encompassing. They feel like they are surrounding us on all sides, bounding us and tying us, allowing us no wiggle room, no way to be free or to escape. With your next few inhales and exhales, allow these walls to expand, not forcing or pushing, but allowing them to easily stretch and expand. Allowing those feelings of being trapped to be released. And allow a higher dimensional program to be downloaded and available to you now. What is the higher perspective of this situation? Are you being offered a chance and an opportunity to expand, to raise your frequency, to rise above all obstacles? Are you simply being shown the road that allows you to detach from the physical reality in a way where these external experiences and illusions are no longer controlling your internal experience, your internal world, your mood, your feelings, emotions, mindset, mental state? Access the awareness and the energy and the consciousness of your highest self now. Bring them in, vibrate their frequency into your physical vessel, into your mind and body and awareness. And notice how you feel with this frequency. Does this frequency remind you that you are more important than and stronger than any obstacle you face? Are you aware now that the spiritual height of your highest self can transform a mountain of a problem into a pebble? If your path is blocked, is there another path that you are meant to take? Are you meant to reclaim your sovereignty and your personal power? Can you move the mountain? Are you learning how? Or are you being led a different way? You may not be able to see beyond the perspective of that pinky finger, but you are the one that is leading you from beyond the veil. There is a version of you that sees all and knows all. And so though your perspective of that aspect of you may come and go, they always remain. And looking at your life in this perspective, this experience, from the perspective of your highest self, up in the highest heavenly realms, looking down, allow them to show you what they can see that you have not yet seen. Are you bypassing? Are you avoiding? Are you ignoring what is true? Are you attempting to force something to be that should not be, that is not meant to be, that is not in alignment with your highest good? Where are the resources that you need to overcome this obstacle and rise higher? I know it can be difficult to be the pinky finger, to experience such a different perspective from that of your highest self and your higher dimensional incarnations. There is so much happiness here for you in this life, so much purpose, so much meaning. Your light shines down through all the layers of reality and reaches Earth here at this time, in its time of need. There are many beings here who are awakening and shifting their reality, their consciousness, their choices. They are learning to grow. They are learning that they can grow. And so your actions and your choices and your thoughts and your feelings as an awakened being pave the path for all others to follow so much easier. Your light is a gift to this world. These struggles and these obstacles are just a part of the reality here in this visible matrix. But they do not have to block you or limit you in your expression as you and as your life. They don't have to take away from who you are and what you're capable of. You alone hold the power to allow yourself to remember more and awaken further. You need not play it small just because that's what the current programming or system tells you. Allow yourself to be curious and to reawaken your innocent curiosity. In your childlike innocence and curiosity, you once again allow yourself to wonder at what is possible and to marvel at what is known and learned. Do not allow yourself to become set in your ways of thinking that you know it all, that you know all there is to know within this physical reality, and that these laws command you and your choices. Instead, reignite your curiosity and begin to wonder what is possible. Anytime you experience something that feels like a wall or a limitation, practice by wondering instead what is possible. If there is a wall that blocks you, can you fly? Can you fly right over that wall? Can you gain the strength to climb it? Can you shrink down and fit through a keyhole? Can you spread your arms into wings and soar? If you focus your mind just right, can you communicate with animals? And if you breathe into your heart, can you expand into an angelic being? Where can your breath and your dreams carry you? Can you shape and bend and create the world around you? Can you touch a tree and know that it is you? Can you shift your perspective of reality and awaken in the dream? Codes of innocence, curiosity, and purity are being channeled to you now by your highest self to you. Reawakening these slumbering aspects, allowing them to expand even wider, allowing their potency to double and triple and quadruple, allowing these higher frequencies to take root in your consciousness and perspective, integrating them in. Do not allow this world to rob you of your innocence, your curiosity, your purity, and your creativity. They are inherent, and anything that feels taken was given. And so just as simply you can take it back. receive it back into your field, into your reality, into your programming. And so it is. And so it is. Taking a few deep breaths, grounding this in as we close this session and end this transmission. Thank you for coming to our session today. We end this session with so much love and gratitude from our heart to yours. Thank you for being here, for receiving us as we are receiving you. To meet here with joy and love. And so it is. Much love and namaste.